All right, to get going, we're going to talk about the tools I'll be using, and I want you to take a little closer look at them while we have the camera stopped and all the action stopped right here. Our first tool is a bowl gouge. Now the bowl gouge does most of the work, and it's got a long handle, and it gets its name, a lot of times it's called a deep fluted bowl gouge because of the flute of the tool, as you can see, is very deep. Okay? And a very long, it's quite a thick tool because it does a lot of work and it has to reach over the tool rest. We'll be using this to scoop the inside of the bowl here, as well as doing most of the work out here. This tool will do 90% of the work. We're going to go on to our skew. Skew is typically a bevel, not a bevel, but a spindle tool. But in our skew, we're going to use it here for a couple of things. One is we're going to use it right here to scrape that, and this area right here is where we're going to chuck. We're going to put our chuck on here and grab the bowl once we've turned the outside. So we're going to use the skew for that. We'll also be using our 3/8 spindle gouge. Now our 3/8 spindle gouge, about the only place we're going to be using it is when we clean this foot up, we need to have a smaller tool, and we'll use the 3/8 spindle gouge at that time. Now take one close look at this again. And see how this flute here is a lot shallower. It's not quite as deep on that, and that's what makes our spindle gouge. The last tool we'll be using in our sequence will be a big bowl scraper. Now the bowl scraper does most of its work just as some finishing cuts right down in the bottom to clean it up. It's a real nice tool to clean up there. We'll also maybe use it just a little bit on the outside of the bowl and do a little shear scraping with it on the outside to clean it up too. And those are the tools we're going to be using in our bowl.